I want to touch base with you today and talk about a few things that happen when you fast. So, first things first, you fast. And what is fasting? That is not eating any food. Sometimes it's water fasting, where you just consume water. Some people do juice fast and they consume juice. And other people do dry fast, where they don't consume anything: no food, no water, no juice, nothing. Some people take it to the extreme and do hard fasting, hard dry fasting, and that means they don't even touch water, because your body, your skin is an amazing organ, and it absorbs things through your pores, and it can actually absorb water through the pores, through osmosis. It's really cool. Our bodies are amazing. So with our bodies, when we get to fasting, first thing is it's going to burn up all of your sugar that's in your body and just going for it from your last meal. Then it's going to start kicking all that sugar that's around your liver and around your pancreas and all of the organs. There's sugar stores in there. And once all of that's gone, it starts getting into your fat. It takes a while. It's different for everybody. Depends on what you ate last. Depends on how long ago it was you ate. It takes a while. You can get test strips to check when you are in ketosis, and you can pee on them, or you can do blood tests and you can see what your ketone levels are. You are not going to get into ketoacidosis. It's totally a different thing. That's a diabetic thing. Getting into ketosis is not the same thing. You don't have to be worried about going to the doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. This is just me and information I have researched on my own. Okay. So that being said, after your body is in ketosis, your body starts producing human growth hormone. So that is your body's natural way of going, I am starving, but I'm not starving. I'm hungry. I'm not getting nutrition through my mouth. I need to preserve the muscles that I have, because I need to go find food, and I need to forage, and I need to hunt. So our body's natural instinct is to be strong and make us feel strong, so we can run and fight and find the food that we need to eat, because our natural instinct is to hunt and survive. So human growth hormone keeps our muscles from deteriorating and breaking down. And people always say, oh, if you don't eat, you're going to lose muscle tone. You're going to lose stuff, and it's going to make your muscles look smaller, because you're losing all the fat that's in the muscles, because your body puts fat cells in those muscles. Excuse me. Okay, so human growth hormone. And then there's this thing called autophagy. Yeah, okay, what's this? This is another word I've never heard of. Autophagy is when your body takes an old broken down cell and it takes it apart, and it takes whatever's water in there, or if there's a protein in there, and it destroys that broken down cell, and it goes, you're done. I'm done with you. Some people have seen through fasting cancer cells go away. I am not saying I have the cure for cancer, because by all means I don't. It has happened though. People have fasted and they have seen their cancer improve. They've seen tumors reduce in size. They've seen things disappear completely. It's our body. Our bodies are amazing bodies. And I will say that over and over again. Our bodies are amazing bodies. Okay, so I've had autophagy. I've felt it. And until you experience it, you're like, whatever. I had foot surgery last Christmas, in fact. And the first time I fasted after my foot surgery, which was about a month later, I'm like, let's do this, because there's scar tissue there and it's hurting me still, and I need to get rid of it. I started fasting, and within the first 2 days of my water fast, I knew my autophagy was working, because my foot started hurting really, really bad. My body went, this is a new wound, and we're going to fix this. And after a couple days, I'm like, look at that. My scar tissue was a knot in a ball, and it hurt really bad. It was gone. And my foot feels soft and normal again. The scar is almost healed completely. You can't even see it anymore. Then I went fasted a little bit longer than that. My shoulder pain from my accident a couple years ago started to hurt a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That really did hurt back then. It was like I'd been in my accident all over again. And as I fasted through that, that pain went away as well. I'm looking forward to doing a fast in the near future, where I do a water fast for an extended period of time. I got to get my hormones and my vitamins all leveled out. And I want to see what hurts next. Normally when I fast, I start having issues with my gallbladder. So then it's like, okay, I'm going to move a stone and I'm going to stop doing this. I can feel it. It hurts really bad every single time because my gallbladder is going, I'm not healthy. I'm full and I'm not flushing out these stones. And here we go. You can have one now. So it dumps one. And I need to just keep fasting and get through it. Sometimes people who are fasting will have a gallbladder attack because their body is trying to heal that organ. And instead of pushing through it, because it's excruciatingly painful, sometimes they have to have surgery and have their gallbladder removed. I do not want my gallbladder removed. I was born with all these organs. I kind of want to leave the world with all these organs. I still have my appendix. Don't really want to get rid of that. But you know what? If something happens, I'm going to do it. So I kind of take fasting slow and I listen to my body. I can tell every time I fast when I hit autophagy because something starts to hurt. A wound, a sore. I had a scar on my leg that was 6 inches long from when I encountered coral when I was 13 or 14 years old in Hawaii. I don't have that scar anymore. My skin healed it. And then it was just like, oh wait, they say your skin's an organ and it will heal itself and it regenerates itself and it fixes itself and it shrinks and it grows and expands and all that stuff. But then it's like, well, but I have scars from when I was a kid. And then I started looking, I'm like, you know, my knees used to have a lot of scars on them. My leg had that coral scar on it. It's gone. They're not there anymore. I was proud of that scar. I worked at it and I made it bad and I was going to have it forever because that was my wound from Hawaii and I loved it. It's gone. Our bodies are amazing creations. So, human growth hormone, HGH, helps you keep your muscles. And the longer you fast, the more you make. It does level off eventually, but it helps you maintain your muscles. It helps you have the energy to keep moving, even though you're not putting fuel into your mouth. Your body is making fuel from the fat that you have. Our fat, everybody knows the human body is made up of a lot of water. Okay, so if I'm 100 pounds overweight, I have 100 pounds of water in me. So if I'm not drinking, I still have water in me. I'm not going to die of lack of water. I could probably go 10 days. Some people go 10 to 17 days. That's a long time. I'm not comfortable going that long. I've done 4 days with no water. Had a water day, or 8 hours. Done 4 more days. Had water. Done 4 more days. I did it for 12 days and I had little bits in between of water. I was fine. It wasn't fun and I just wanted to sleep because my body was like, I'm healing. But I healed. My eyes, my prescription was a -6. It went down to a -5. I've been legally blind since I was like 10 years old. It's not a big thing. Correctable by classes. I love it. Went to the eye doctor Monday. Today is Saturday. My eyes have improved again. Why? I was fasting again. So they improved by 1/4 point. I know that if I continue to fast and I continue to lose weight and get healthy, my prescription is going to improve again. Wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to wear glasses the rest of my life? Or if I could get into a prescription that wasn't so awful big? I would love that. Is it realistic? I don't know. But I won't know until I try. And I won't know until I take that step and fast and heal my body. So my hearing, I lost some hearing for a while. It's improved. My lungs, oh my gosh, they told me I had COPD. Then I got COVID. Then it was really bad COPD. I've gotten COVID twice since then. I've had it a few times. Do I buy into all of it? Not really. Do I still take the test? I have to because of where I work. They require me to take a COVID test if I'm stiffy and yuck. So I take the COVID test. If I test positive, I have to report it, and I do. It could have killed me the first time because my lungs were broken. I've fasted enough since then because every time I get sick, it's just like, no food. I might drink water, but no food. I just don't eat. And I heal pretty quickly. My husband had the same thing that I had this week. And yes, I'm still congested, but he's still miserable. So he didn't fast. He ate peanut butter jelly sandwiches religiously. But I know that I healed because I wasn't eating anything except protein once a day. I was losing weight. My human growth hormone was in full force. and my autophagy was working to heal my body. My lungs are stronger than they've been in years. When something hits, we hiked up Mount McLaughlin. It's a huge mountain. Was I out of breath? Yeah, I was exerting myself. But you know what? We hiked it. We did it. And my lungs were fine. I was physically exhausted and my feet were killing me because I did not have the right shoes. But my lungs were good. And I'm like, my lungs are good. This is cool. So my lungs have healed. Do I still have COPD? I don't know. Was it just because I've always had bronchitis and I get sick? My brachial tubes are small, and when they get inflamed, I can't breathe. So I have all the treatments and I know how to take care of it. But I'd rather not have to do it ever again. And just like right now, I am sinusy, but it's not in my lungs. It didn't go to my lungs. So every time I've ever been sick in the past, it's gone to my lungs. That's like a 2-week miserable, I can't breathe. Breathing treatments, inhalers, steroids, and it's just awful. So I'm glad it's not there, and maybe that's healed. But here we go. Forward, onward, and upward, and doing better and better. The human body's amazing. And there's so much I have to share. I wanted to make this video to share about human growth hormone and autophagy. Ask the questions. I will answer them the best I can or point you in the right direction to understand them. But our bodies can do things that we don't even know they can do because we're never taught them in school. We are taught the food pyramid, which is bogus. We are taught eat your carbs because you can't live without carbs. I have people that tell me that every day. You can't live without carbs. And I'm like, I'm living without carbs. I've got people that are diabetic that eat more carbs in a day than I eat in a week. And their doctors tell them that that's fine. I will not be on meds to cure a disease that is manageable if you eat the right foods and do the right thing. These people are gaining weight every year. Their insulin their dose is getting higher and higher. It breaks my heart because I just look at them and I go, you're dying. This is not healthy. This is not good. But I can't share my story with them because I'm still overweight until I lose weight and go, my A1Cs are perfect. I weigh the right amount of weight. How did I do it? I fasted. Wow, I could never do that. That's what I hear a lot. Wow, I could never do that. Well, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it because I want to live. I want to live for my kids and my grandkids. Got 2 more grandbabies on the way. I want to be the hot, awesome grandma that goes, hey, you want to go scuba diving? Let's go. And not be like, yeah, I might just put on a sweater. No. It's going to be awesome. So, motivational speech for me right there. But I need to be the example for other people. Yes, I'm doing this for myself and my husband and my kids. But I want to be an example for all of you that are watching it to remember and say, hey, she was where I'm at now. And she got to where she is now. Why? Because she fasted and she persevered and she didn't quit. I have not put an end date on this. I should put an end date on this because I want this to be quick. Could I do my extreme fast and lose 60 pounds in a month? Absolutely. I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to make my whole life miserable and based around it. But if it takes me too long, I might get to that point because I don't want to be on this diet for the next year. I do want to be able to start living my bucket list life and living and doing those things that I've dreamed of all my life. So I kind of have a goal of summer because I want to do fun stuff this summer. So I've got 6 months and I want to be done with it before then. So 25 pounds needs to come off in the next month. We get through the holiday. If I can lose 10 pounds by Christmas, that'd be awesome. And keep it off and not keep roller coastering it. And then January, February, March is pretty slow in my world. Yeah, there's Valentine's Day and there's chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate fan, so that doesn't usually affect me. We will go out to dinner, so there's that. But fasting, getting the sugars out of your body, getting into autophagy, getting that human growth hormone working, getting your hormones under control. So getting your ghrelin to be like, shh, ghrelin, shh. My tummy will rumble. I'm not dying. It's just my tummy making noise. To get that from here to my stomach, to my head, and know that I'm okay. It's just talking. And I named him Steve. So when Steve gurgles, I'm just like, hi, Steve, how you doing down there? It's okay. And people might stare at me because my stomach's pretty loud when it grumbles. But oh, are you hungry? No, I'm just thirsty. Because you know what? A lot of times when your stomach grumbles, you're just thirsty. Drink some water. All right. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's just my knowledge that I have gained through massive research for the last 20 years. Good luck. Let me know you're watching. Give me a comment. Please be nice. And let's continue this journey together. Take care. Have a great day.